The first case of novel coronavirus was reported on 31st December 2019. While a short treatment is still not known, names such as lopinavir, ritonavir, chloroquine and its derivative hydroxychloroquine have come up in several clinical trials as potential treatment for COVID-19. These are what's called repurposed drugs already existing for some treatments being repurposed for coronavirus. Among these, hydroxychloroquine specifically is being endorsed as a potential treatment. So much so that ICMR on 22nd March approved its use as a prophylactic for high-risk population such as healthcare workers and those directly exposed to COVID-19 patients. However, on 18th April, nearly a month after the approval, ICMR's head of epidemiology, Dr. Raman Gangakhetkar, said that an observational study on the impact of hydroxychloroquine as a therapeutic and prophylactic drug was being conducted.
वो जो स्टडी है इसमें ये पता चलता है कि एवरेज एज वो लोगों का 35 साल था और ये 35 साल की उम्र वाले जो लोग हैं इनमें सबसे ज़्यादा कोई लक्षण दिखाई दिया तो वो था एब्डोमिनल पेन, जो उन्होंने रिपोर्ट किया है। 10% लोगों को एब्डोमिनल पेन हुआ, तकरीबन 6% लोगों को नौशिया यानी उल्टी होने का महसूस हुआ उनको। बाकी जो थे वो कम प्रपोर्शन में मिले, जैसे कुछ लोगों को हाइपोग्लाइसीमिया हुआ, वो तकरीबन 1.3% लोग थे।
But that's not it. United States President Donald Trump has called it a miracle drug time and again.
It is known as a malaria drug and it's been around for a long time and it's very powerful. But the nice part is it's been around for a long time. So we know that if things don't go as planned, it's not going to kill anybody.
So what is it about this anti-malarial drug that has made it such a sought-after panacea across the world?
All medicine that you see in the market is calibrated carefully for whatever disease it is supposed to fix. What that means is that you need to optimize the dose of the medication such that in each tablet you're allowing the cost or the side effect of the medicine to be low and as low as possible, and you're trying to maximize the benefit that the patient gets from the medicine from the particular dose. The problem with using hydroxychloroquine for COVID-19 is that we don't know whether the side effects of that drug in the context of a patient suffering from COVID-19 or from other ailments is very, very high.
The reason we don't know that yet is because of the availability of only limited scientific studies and data from clinical trials conducted on small sample of population. While it's true that hydroxychloroquine isn't very expensive and is readily available, one big area of concern remains that it has failed to show impressive results among critically ill patients who are receiving several other medications and have organ failure. One study which did show some results for those with mild symptoms seemed to suggest that when taken with an antibiotic erythromycin, it reduced the viral load drastically. However, there were several problems with that study.
Data supporting the use of hydroxychloroquine are very, very weak. तो ये जो सब लोग हाइड्रोक्सीक्लोरोक्विन की बात कर रहे हैं, it is very frustrating from a public health standpoint because लोगों को hope दी जा रही है कि हाइड्रोक्सीक्लोरोक्विन and azithromycin का combination जो है उससे viral load कम किया जा सकता है, treat किया जा सकता है, disease prevention. There are three problems. One is the drug may not work. It probably doesn't work. And we need to test it properly before we make sure that everybody uses it. The second is, it's not a perfectly safe drug. तो कुछ doses जो hydroxychloroquine के हैं, उसके heart पे भी असर हो सकती हैं.
The demand for the drug has swelled in the past few months as unverified claims around its usage continued to flood various social media platforms.
India produces 70% of the entire world's production of hydroxychloroquine. We use it as anti-malarial drug. It is also used in treatment of RA and for lupus. But out of the 250 crore tablets which India produces every year, only 1% are sold in India. The rest of it is exported.
Let's remember that India first imposed and later lifted the ban on the export of hydroxychloroquine and is now supplying the drug to 55 other countries including United States, Brazil, Israel, Nepal, Bhutan, Sri Lanka and others. Now this in turn poses another serious problem. There is a shortage of the drug for patients who need it for other medical conditions such as malaria and rheumatoid arthritis. There is a global curiosity around the drug without any significant studies backing it.
Hydroxychloroquine जो diseases के लिए use की जाती है, like chloroquine and hydroxychloroquine for malaria, for rheumatoid arthritis, lupus, उन लोगों के लिए drugs बचेंगी नहीं because हम लोग सब ये COVID के लिए purchase कर लेंगे. And those people truly benefit from the drug and they won't have access to the drug, so it's a problem. As far as using hydroxychloroquine for prevention, like ICMR ने recommend किया, उसके लिए तो कुछ भी data नहीं है. Treatment के लिए तो at least there's bad data. Prophylaxis or prevention के लिए तो कुछ भी data नहीं है, and I would strongly recommend against it.
While the drug has definitely shown some potential, it must be noted that hydroxychloroquine as a treatment for COVID-19 is not 100% certain. Mass hysteria around the usage of the drug not only poses serious health issues for the consumer, it is also creating a shortage of the life-saving drug for people who actually need it. So next time, don't trust information from unverified sources. You can send your queries to webpoof@thequint.com and we will verify it for you.